It's a beautiful afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. If you're just joining us online, please, we are here. Okay, we are on air. We're online. My name is Miriam Uduak Menta. This is the launch of the dish, but also a brunch with my wonderful woman, and we want to call it Epiglow Galentine's brunch with my beautiful woman. It's going to be an exciting time. I'm super, super excited. If you are joining us, remember that we are sharing love. It's still the season of love, and so yes, love is in the air. But today, I'm really spending time with my ladies, my wonderful ladies who have shown. I think on the dish, what we usually say is we're having conversations with progressive women. This one there is Progressive Pro Max. Because these women in the room, they have shown strength, they've shown resilience in different ways. And today, the conversation is going to get a little intense. But also, we're going to try to be easy on ourselves. We're going to be eating, dining, having a great time. So please, if you're not here, just try to, what do you say, that audio eats, video eats, social media eats, whatever you want to eat, just eat with us, okay? Just enjoy with us. Again, my name is Miriam Uduak Menta. Let's get into it. Hi, ladies, and I see a few gentlemen. First of all, in my invitation, I didn't invite men. So the men in the room, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate your support. And this is all we ask for. I always tell people that I'm not feminist, but I always say that all we ask for is equal opportunity. A seat at the table too. You know, we don't want your position. We just want to be there too. Is that okay? Am I speaking your language, ladies? Hey, say we don't want to be men. We don't. We just want equal opportunity. We just want to be there too. We want to bring our feminine energy to the room. So thank you for coming on board today. We're going to, and please, we're live on MX24, on TV, that's on air, and also we are online as well. So if you have anyone at home who could have made it but hasn't been able to make it here, please, please, please reach out to them. Share the link. Share the link. Wow. Right now, it's very... Right now, once you say that, it turns to like a cabaret moment. Share the link, not just say, girls not tighty or more clothes, not almost at a vampire. Please, this one, share the link. Let's celebrate with our sisters out there. Do you all agree with me that we need to connect a little bit more on a soft and a more tender space with our women? Who believes that? I'm going to be coming down very soon, but before we do that, I'm going to pass the microphone to Lady Manny, and she'll be giving us our opening prayer. Right after that, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be doing a little chit-chat, because this one, we're not going to do this in too formal. We're going to try to make it as easy as possible. Is that okay? Because, Charlie, we've gone through a lot. 2024 was a lot, so we're trying to have it easy. Lady Manny, over to you.
Thank you so much. Can we please be on our feet as we take an opening prayer? Okay, we are praying. And so, Father, we thank you for today. We thank you for Miriam and all that you're doing with her. We thank you for the dish and how far it's come. We thank you for today that as we've gathered here as women to learn, to share ideas. We pray that may everything we do here be a success. And we pray that as we leave here, let us be empowered to also impact onto others. We pray that every heart desire here will be met today. And may your name be glorified in all that we do today. In the precious, mighty name of Jesus, we pray and give you amen.
Please put your hands together for Lady Manny. Not only is she beautiful, very intelligent and industrious, she's an industrious woman. She's one of those women who marry a very big man, and the big man will say that, I'm married to an industrious woman. So, yeah, watch out for Lady Manny 2027 and 2026 and 2025. But see, I'm super excited. You people, you have no idea how excited I am. First, I've never been to a brunch, strangely. Never been, yes. Believe it or not, I've never been to one. Because anytime I'm invited to a brunch, I'm confused. Like, hey, all the gowns and things I see on social, would I be able to wear it the whole day? I'm one of those people who probably will not stay too long at my wedding. The rest of you who come to my wedding, just don't expect me to stay too long. You continue the wedding for me whilst I go and continue the rest in my room, okay? But ladies, I was asking a question earlier. Who agrees with me that we should connect a little bit more with our feminine energy with ourselves and with other women? I'm going to let Kukwa tell me what she makes of that. Please give it up for Lady Kukwa over here. She's a filmmaker, Hollywood filmmaker. You guys don't know this lady. If you haven't met her, I'm not playing. I'm not even playing. This is a Hollywood filmmaker. And she's with Lady Afria. Lady Afria, Hollywood is so small for Lady Afria. Like she's a global designer. I absolutely love these two women. Just say you want them to, and they'll be there. Church, everywhere. So right now, they are my partners in church. They are my prayer partners. They are my business. Like I don't know what other partner they are to me, but I love you, ladies, so much for always showing up for me. And we have Senti. Senti is. Please give it up for Senti. One of the wonderful musicians, young ladies doing amazing music. Give it up for, if you haven't seen her, that's her. If you've never seen her before, watch that girl. She's coming with a lot of fire. We have Shezi in the building. I met her for the very first time last week, and her energy towards her music. Guys, watch out for that lady, okay? So today I'm bringing to you wonderful people you should be looking out for. And these two women here. And then this lady, wait, look at her. Watch her. Wait, I'm singing Watch Me. She's been here, done that. When it comes to the makeup and beauty industry, she's done it all. She recently launched her makeup brand. So if you've never met Black Cherry, this is Black Cherry. And so those who are getting ready to get married, now she go do your makeup. She's Holy Spirit filled, so don't worry about the makeup. Now, when you come to MX24, if you watch me on television every morning, and I look very beautiful, this is so makeup dinner. Now you go mention them. It's not me that I'm coming to. I've not eaten yet. That I'm coming to be mentioned that your makeup brand new. So this is what's the makeup brand name?
Okay, so it's Beaucoup de Beauté.
Can you imagine? Beaucoup de Beauté. She does my makeup for me every single morning on the AM Club. Please give it up for her. Stephanie is my makeup artist. This Wahala girl like this, she's my producer, my troublemaker, very beautiful looking Wahala child. Give it up for my producer, Nuna. And she does beautiful packages for women and men. So if you want to surprise your partner, surprise with Nuna, just check her out on Instagram. She'll get it done for you. But let's come back into the room, okay? Let's come back. I'll keep acknowledging my wonderful women in the room. I have my pastor's wife over there. Lady Evelyn Avavor. Right, so I'm going to pass the mic to Lady Huhua. She's going to tell us how we're able to do that as women. You know, embracing our softness. Let me put it that way. Embracing our softness and projecting that on other women. Making sure that other women feel safe in this world where we usually tout it as a male-dominated space. Because when you get into the movie industry, oh, it's a male-dominated industry. Go into blog, oh, it's a male-dominated. It's like everywhere male-dominated. And we're not fighting it. But how do we represent ourselves with our graceful selves without having to compete with each other?
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mimi, for this incredible brunch. Embracing our softness as women and also being able to project it onto other people. I think that it definitely first starts with, this is something Miss Sophia always says, she said, it begins with yourself. It always starts with yourself. It starts with knowing who you are, right? If you know us, like I always say that she's like always like, Kukwa. The issue is you must know who you are. It begins with finding your identity, because I think it can be, and we have this conversation all the time because we talk about like personalities and you know how different people perceive different things, but the core of it is that who are you, right? Who are you in God? Of course, we're Christian women, so it would never be outside of God, but it starts with knowing your own identity. Some people have stronger personalities than other people. Some people are a lot more softer. Some people are all, you know, a lot more fire woman. Like this woman, she's a fire woman, and she'd be blasting me. But she loves me a lot too. So I think that at the core of that is finding your true identity and who you are in God. And then it wouldn't even, the softness and the other personalities it doesn't matter, because once you know who you are in God, you're going to be in alignment. And it's so much easier to project on other women, because you're not just projecting from, you know, a place of wanting to be liked or validation. You're projecting from a place of, oh, I know who I am, and I'm so full of this love and grace that God has extended to me that is so easy to extend and give to other people. So, yeah.
not feeling it, come back into the room. Okay? Come back into the room. Remember, this is still the Epiglow Galentine's branch. Our biggest supporter in the room today is Epiglow, and we're going to be talking about them very soon. My boss said when he hears glow, he hears the woman. And I don't know what he means by that, but we're going to be talking about that very soon. Now, Miss Efria, should I give this to you? No, I'm going to go to Miss Efria. I'll be back to you. Okay, I want to go to German Purpose. I see you, girl. This woman, when you go on social media, the women that talk like they own the world. This one, she's their class prefect. This one, she talks like the confidence that woman speaks with. I'm like, where does she gather all this confidence from? Find her on social media. She's Gem on Purpose. I'm gonna go to Mrs. Aveyvord. We're talking about I'm coming to you because you are married, and we want to talk about finding love in this modern age and day. I don't know if you've seen on social media, but a lot of people are talking about, oh, these women are too masculine, we can't deal. Oh, what's all this masculine energy about? Sometimes it's not masculine energy. Let me just break that one. It's not masculine. It's just that you're showing more strength than they thought you could, project on anything or show up with. And so don't feel too bad. But how are we able to manage finding love successfully for it to turn out into marriage or the ultimate?
Awesome. Thank you for the question. So, first of all, I would like to say that also being called a strong woman is being an assertive person, knowing what you want and how you want things done. People sometimes assume otherwise. But finding love, I will feed off of my sister. First of all, it's really important as a lady to know yourself, to know who you are and to know whose you are. You have to also learn how to prioritize your self-care. The more work, I believe that the more work you do on yourself, you attract the person that you are looking for. And it's also very important to bring in the God factor, to place you in the right places where you can find the right people, the right man can find you. So it's not a definite way of finding someone. You just, as an individual, as a lady, you have to be the best person for yourself first, for everybody else, and then that special person will equally find you, so that you're not only trying to be better just for the person or just for, marriage sake, but you are more than just your marriage. So it's very important to work on yourself, work on your giftings, your abilities, any dreams that you have, whatever you want to do. If you're single, go ahead and do that, and then keep praying and hoping that somewhere along the line, God will bring you that one for you.
Oh, I love that. Please put your hands together. Ladies, are we already learning? Okay, so I'm going to try to break this down a little bit so that we all understand why we're here. I said this earlier, that we're here to chill, really and truly. My business here today is to eat the food from Nouveau because they have good food. Okay, food is life. Okay, so let me just eat. Let's talk about the food. And let's talk about how we could be better women. Before we walk out of this door, we know that we came to a place where we learned. Well, not only did we eat, drink, or connect, but also we learned something. And so if we're already learning, please put your hands together for Epiglow, for making this happen. I want to say a big thank you to Nouveau as well for hosting us. We are here at Nouveau. And I love them for one thing. They say anything for the women, anything to support women projects, anything. So give it up for Nouveau for me. So for you who are planning your weddings, this is where you're doing your bridal day. What, shower? I almost said bridal shower. Bridal wash. Hey, God, have mercy on me. So yes, your bridal shower is going to happen here. Do you know why? Because the lady leading the team here believes in God. She believes in supporting women. Let's give it up for them. They have the right people, the right food, and the right ambience for it all. Also, if you haven't watched The Dish yet, I pardon you for not watching season 3. But season 4 is for you and I. The conversation, sometimes I was teary on the show. Sometimes I was just emotional, totally emotional, broken, useless on the show because I cannot help myself. Sometimes I remember this conversation. I'm very sad that she's not here. But I had a conversation with Rosamond Brown, probably my highlights for the entire season. And after that conversation, I was like, oh my God, people are going through a lot. And I think we do not give so much grace to ourselves, especially women. This wonderful young lady, I met her recently. She is at my church. Before I continue, I want to say big thanks to my father, Prophet Akwesi Ajiman Prempe, for this opportunity, for allowing me, and to my mother, Lady Rosamond Prempe, and to my mother, Lady Adi. They give me so much room to be myself. It's crazy. I met this wonderful girl at my dad's church, and she was just everything that I wanted to be in university, right? I wanted to do God's work. I wanted to be a church girl. I wanted to pursue my dreams. And then I heard her story. I'm like, what? And she comes and she shows up so well. Like, she shows up like she's the one. Okay, so give it up for her. I'm going to talk about her very soon. All right, so we're going to start the entire project today. We're going to be launching what we have here as Dish Season 4. Please put your hands together for me, the team at MX24. Now, when we talk about becoming the best version of yourself, I know we all have different ideas about what we want to be, or different ideas about our dreams, and sometimes it's almost as if it's not happening, right? Do we all feel like that sometimes? Do you all feel like Charlie, this thing is not going to happen? Well, today we're going to be talking about modern love. Finding love in this 21st century is a very difficult thing. But we're finding balance in friendship and boundaries as well. My mom preached a sermon, and it has stuck. It's on my mind forever, right? It's building boundaries, not walls. Who has ever heard that before? Who also knows that boundaries are different from walls? And sometimes we build walls instead of boundaries. I see you, Rookie. That's my wonderful girl. Hey, you. Wow. MX24 is represented, guys. So let's get into it. So we're going to be talking modern love again, finding balance in friendship and boundaries. And as part of today's celebration, and in line with our theme, we will be discussing the intricate balance between love, friendship, and the boundaries that define them. In today's fast-paced world, relationships often blur the lines between these elements, making it harder to understand where one ends and the other begins. How do we maintain meaningful connections while also respecting our personal space and limits? As we explore these questions, we will reflect on how modern relationships are reshaping the way we define love. Because right now, you don't know whether love is money or money is love. We're not sure where we are. But today, we'll try to answer that question, of course, when it comes to friendship and the boundaries we navigate in our daily lives. Some of we women find it very easy to break our own boundaries before the men do. Like, okay, I'll just throw all my boundaries away, anything for you. But today, we are going to try to have that conversation right here. I was going to say in the studio, right here at Nouveau, and hopefully, we're able to find answers to those questions. So, ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome to the launch of Season 4 of The Dish. Please, chase. You're welcome back. If you're watching us on MX24, this is the Galentine's branch, Epiglow Galentine's branch, with my beautiful self. And of course, we're launching The Dish today as well. Good afternoon, and thank you so much for joining us. If you're joining us online, please drop a message. Wish us luck, okay? This season is going to be hot, 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 okay? Hot. I mean hot. All right. My name is Miriam Udwa-Komensa. You're welcome. And to you seated here, thank you all so much. Are you guys already ready for the day? Are you ready? Because the glass bus is about to start, all right? And again, this is The Dish. I'm going to be inviting my special guest. This morning, when we started planning to, wrap up everything and set up, we had a few hitches, and I was like, I invited every single person on my guest list is a wonderful woman who can speak on any topic. Why am I worried? Let me tell you this, reality check. We had 2 guests cancel, and we're like, how are we going to get this done? Then I looked through the list like, I'm not supposed to be worried. I have the women. Please give it up for yourselves. I have the women. Even if all four guests decided to cancel, I still have the women. Okay, so thank you all for showing up. I'd like to invite on stage this woman. When I heard about the project she was doing, I totally thought it was a man. And that is bad on my point. I'm saying this because it's almost as if we women have given up on ourselves. So when we see a name that is close to a man, we're like, ah, we there, be man, it's me nyoba. Selam Dreammaker. She is the lead. She's the team lead at Acento Projects. Please put your hands together. She's my first guest. Because you know my people, my 9 people, they will give name to a woman. All their names are unisex. Please put your hands together for Selam. We call her Selam Dreammaker. She is the team lead at Acento Projects. Please put your hands together for her for me. She's a humble girl and she's shy. Okay. And then I introduced her earlier, but I absolutely love this girl. Anytime I call her girl because she's girly, okay? Give it up for Jemima Okai, public speaker and confidence coach. You see the way she walks. See. You see. Ah, I told you. Please put your hands together. You find her on Instagram. She calls herself Gem and on purpose. Oh, you can do better, please. This wonderful lady, I met her recently, and we're at an event. First, her energy was right. Her personality was just perfect. And then I started following her on social media. Then I was like, oh, this is the chick. Wow, this huge project. And when you see her in person, very humble, very demure. Yeah, I needed you to laugh about that. But it's seriously demure. Please put your hands together for Miss Linda Mensah. She's also the team lead and CEO of Black Cherry Makeup. Recently launched her own makeup line. Oh, do better. Hey, do you know what it means to be a makeup artist and make it in life? You people. Do it better until she sits down. Love you, girl. Thank you so much for coming. So, ladies and gentlemen, because we have gentlemen in the room, I want to say a big thank you to MX24, to the team at MX24. You make this happen. To Epiglow, our sponsor for this season 4 of The Dish, and to your wonderful selves. Thank you. Ladies, thank you so much for coming. Are you ready? Can you tell who's the shy person on the couch? Can you tell? She's struggling. Well, ladies, like I said earlier, today our conversation is going to border on three phases. Let me put it that way. We're going to be talking about love. We're going to be talking about boundaries. We're going to be talking about friendship. But let's start from the friendship part, which is probably where we women struggle a lot. Because every year, new group of friends, guilty as charged. But I have friends from 7 years ago, from 10 years. Give it up for me. I didn't try. Because I'm the messy. Me demoti. Yeah, and it's because some of us probably are still battling PTSD. Some of us have trauma we haven't recovered from. And so anytime we see signs of something we've seen in the past, we're in a hurry to let go. So please, your microphones are beside you. I'm going to start with you, Gem on Purpose. Let me call you that, Jemima. Yeah, I love Gem on Purpose. It sounds like a very powerful name to me.
Thank you.
One more time, give it up for my guest. So we're going to jump right into it. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Balancing friendship and also building healthy boundaries in friendship. Gem on Purpose, how are we able to do that? How are we able to do that? 2025, we want to build meaningful relationships. I've started making some strategic calls and text messages, and I'm building a network because I realized that I have intentionally closed up my gap because of my past. But also, I also realized that building a healthy, because last year, one of my wonderful friends, she's not here yet, she should be here. She's not only my friend, she's my sister. So I'm going to blast her for being late. Mami Enimwabeko, shout out to you. And Regina, those people. And I remember we went on a retreat. It was almost like, it was like a getaway. We wanted to work on our friendship. And we are very intentional about this. That's my very small circle. And whilst at it, we realized that, wow, we don't spend a lot of time together. But here we are shouting, oh, that's my sister, that's my boo. But we never spend a lot of time together. Hence, some of the clashes we've had in the past. How are we able to build very meaningful relationship, but also have boundaries in place? Healthy boundaries as such.
Okay, thank you for inviting me up here. I was just met at the entrance. But then, this is a conversation that we mostly have. Most times when I have the opportunity, I do have conversations about friendships because it's very, very key, especially as women. In different phases of our lives, we need our friends. We need our sisters. We need our girls. When you are pregnant, when you're giving birth, when life is going well, when life is not going well, you need that sister circle. And I'm big on that. And fortunately for me, I don't have those bad experiences of friendships because I'm very particular about the people I call friends. I know so many people. I can meet everybody here and I will laugh with you, smile with you, we can chat and all that. But doesn't mean you're my friend.
Don't get it twisted, girl.
Yeah, right. So I had to go back to understand what acquaintances are, what are friends, what our sister girlies, what are just even being a nice person, you know. And I realized that first of all, you have to know yourself and who you are. I love the fact that the amazing lady spoke about identity. It's very, very key and important in selecting your friends. When you know who you are, what journey you are, then you know the people to invite on to be in your circle so that you can reach that goal that you have. A lot of us pick friends by perhaps externalities. What is this person looking like? Maybe the person talks so much and you just want to also be talking so much. But how beneficial is it to you? Do you see? So one key thing I want to say is that you have to know who you are. You have to know where you are going. Then you know the people you journey with. I have a very small circle of friends, but I know so many people. In as much as there are certain friendships that are best for career development, your professional development, your spiritual life, helping you to understand who being a woman is and all that, I departmentalize my friends. And so when it comes to certain things, I know the people to call on. And they connect with me on that same level. So they don't expect so much from me. They don't expect me to be calling them every day. But anytime I call, they'll be there. Do you see? And then I have the friends that they know me. Like they know me.
Like your girl them.
My girls. I call them my big circle, but they're just few. Very, very small number of people. And for me, those people serve different purposes. My small circle are the people that I can be very vulnerable to because I can find them as my safe space. They have my values, they understand my journey, they understand where I'm coming from and where I'm going to. So it's not difficult to connect with them on that level. And they understand their role also in your life. It's not about only you in their lives, but they know the value you play in their lives. And so there are certain conversations amongst us, there are certain conversations that I will be reached out first to discuss with than the other person because they know what I bring on the table. I also know what they bring on the table. If I want to discuss certain things, there's this particular friend amongst the circle that I'll first go to before all of us will have that discussion. So know the people, what the roles they play in your lives. And then they will also understand it by the value you also give out. And you don't have to be like a pest, always feeding on them and not giving back to them. Do you see? So you have to value your friendships based on also the value they give you. But then also, let's be careful about people that are always calling on others when they need something only. Right? You have to be genuine about the friendship. Right? You have
This is
to
the way the ladies smile on the couch from you, like, tell us about it.
Some people are just like, they feed on you. I'm looking for the word to, like they feed on you only, but they don't give back to you. Okay? And so never be in that position where you're always feeding on your friends but not giving back to them. It's supposed to be very mutual, reciprocal, and then it's supposed to have like a purpose. Why are you having that friendship? So first of all, know who you are. Departmentalize your friendship. It's not everybody that you tell about the heartbreak. Yeah.
And we do that a lot, girls. Anybody available? Guilty people. Let's. Afi. Who is guilty? Let me tell you guys something before we continue. We have two groups of people in the room. The people who have successfully reached maturity, And then there's us. We are still learning. God give us grace. Because this maturity stage is difficult. Sometimes you mature but be like, nah, I'm not doing this. I want to be a baby. No, I want to talk about everything that is going on in my life to whoever. But German Peppers is telling us today to departmentalize in our lives. I'm going to go straight to Miss Linda. I only found out, when did I find out? Recently, that we are sisters by name. So she's Miss Linda Mensah. I am Miriam Uduak Mensah. So when you see me legion on this woman, I've just declared her sister. So makeup is free. Everything is free.
I mean, of course, since your makeup artist is here, Covered Cosmetics can easily sponsor you for your morning makeover.
Now that's sister. Give it up for her. One thing I must say, so like I was saying earlier, I just met her recently, and I thought her energy was just right. We're in the room clicking like we've known each other for forever. And so a big congratulations to you as well. Guys, let's congratulate her.
Thank you.
She just came up with her own makeup brand. It's Covered
Cosmetics.
Covered
yes.
Cosmetics. Please let's support our sister. If you use makeup here, if you use makeup in Ghana, this one was made with your skin in mind. So please patronize my sister for me. Patronize. Is that a profile?
Yes.
Patronize. Whatever you want to do. Go and grab yourself a Covered Cosmetics and thank me. Okay. Now let's go to you. You were on a journey as a makeup artist. I'm pretty sure there were a lot of people on that journey. I mean, we know a lot of makeup artists in Ghana. And starting a business, knowing that we have people called friends. People called friends who will not support you. They will not come. Forget it. Like today. If I finish the way I'm going to nag on some people today. They will not support you, but you still value their presence in your life because they show up in certain ways for you. How were you able to manage friendships whilst on this journey? Even to the point where you started your own makeup brand. I saw you give you a speech on the day. I'm like, oh, that's so sweet. With the people that came to support you and the people who have been there and all that you went through with human beings going on this journey. How have you been able to handle friendship and be able to build healthy boundaries on this journey?
Okay, I'm not big on friendship to start with. I have a very small circle. And now, I came from a corporate background, so I didn't start as a makeup artist. I'm a professional cosmetologist, and I was in the corporate space. I was like a brand manager, so I had very little time doing friendship stuff. I was always traveling here and then. It's always money, money, money. Business, business, business. So for me, honestly, I make very meaningful friendship. I don't make friends with people who I cannot pour into and they cannot pour into me. And so like I said, my friendship circle is very small. The women that are in are quite busy. But whenever we meet, we know we're there.
But let me hold you up a little bit on that. I've had that quite a lot. But how are you able to continuously build something that you're not consistently pouring into? So in this case, you don't meet your friends a lot. You guys don't talk a lot. But when you meet, the energy is right. How are you able to do that?
I think it's a matter of understanding and knowing yourself and who you can click with. Okay, so my friends know me. I am a very busy person. I'm a mother as well.
Okay.
So my friends
give it up for
know
that.
me.
People, you don't know how motherhood is hard.
Yeah, I have two girls. So my friends know me very well. But whenever I come to the room, you know. Like, the minute I enter into the room, you can't be sad. So my friends know me very well. When I'm not talking to you, it doesn't mean I don't have you in mind. And whenever my friends call on me, I'm there. Like, I make sure that I'm there to support you. And same with my friends. That's how my friends are. Like, the minute I call you, I need you for this, in the next 5 minutes, they are there. So those are the kind of people I keep as friends. But I know so many women, like she was saying. I train girls. I know so many women. Everybody wants to connect with me and everything. But so you have to know who you're bringing into you, who you're giving your energy to, and who you're keeping at an arm's length and saying hi and just passing. As a woman, when you know how to do that, I think you will not have too many issues or too many problems. It's not everybody that you say, this is my friend, and then you go to the person and like, oh, the other time, da-da-da-da-da. No, you don't do that. You don't do that. Especially talking about your personal stuff, your friends' stuff. Like, you don't do that. Just know the circle you're in, the people you're friends with, and how they behave. If it aligns with you, good. If it doesn't. One thing also is I like very godly women. I'm very keen on that. I don't like anybody who will come and be arguing with me over my faith. If I've seen the sea and I say I'm going to walk on this sea because I'm a child of God, don't come and tell me, who are you? Like, you can't walk on the sea. You're not my friend. My friends who say, yes, the God we serve, He's capable. Go walk on the sea. And those are the kind of people I like to keep close to me. And so I don't even, I don't compromise on that. I don't.
Compromise on first the godly aspect of your friendships and make sure that your people are connected with you. Do we see the consistency in the conversation? Which means that it does not have to be a one-way street when it comes to friendships. It started from Kukwa, and she was saying it. Mr. Vavord said it, and then it's all the way here. I'm going to pass it to our shy Miss Salam. Dreammaker. She's in an industry that again is started male-dominated. Abi? Yes. Go and decorate someone's house for, I don't say male-dominated men. But let me kick off this boundary conversation again with you. It's difficult for women, especially when we find love or when we find a woman that treats us right. You find a girl that has done for you what many girls have never done for you. Like, they show up for you, call them, they come. Then all of a sudden you become weak. Who experiences that? Hey, Momsy, I see you. Please also congratulate this beautiful woman for me. She mastered dietitianship. She has her master's in dietitian, right? Public health. She just mastered it. This girl, wonderful girl, she's a dietitian. She's doing a lot of things. Please give it up for her. And see, if you are trying to lose your weight or gain some weight, she has the right food for you to eat. Back into the studio. Salom. It's difficult already in the business world, but to be able to build healthy boundaries, because some of the ladies that we get weak around, we open up so much that now we get scared when we fight, because somehow we just fight. There was a thing my sister told me, Mommy. She said, when we fight, remember that we're sisters, so we can't divorce each other. So let's not fight to a point where we cannot come back from. And that's how we've been friends since 2016. Because we fight. Our fight there is dangerous. But once we finish fighting, we know that next week we have to have a meeting to talk about the fight. And then recover. But this, for me, is a healthy environment for me. But for you, being the calm, shy, money-minded businesswoman that you are, building boundaries is important. You have been able to build a business to this point. But every day you meet new people. Like right now, I'm coming to become your friend. What are you going to show me to draw the line for me that, Mimi, this line you can't cross. This line you are supposed to cross. Like, how are you able to do that?
This question is very dicey, let me put it. Yes.
Try to answer it.
Yes. I don't want to say I don't have a big circle. Yes. I'm also not so much on friends like that. I have friends. Yes, I have friends. And like she said, it's all about learning how to probably categorize the kind of people you bring on board. Know who you are, what you want, and who you need around you. Do you get it? Definitely, you should learn to understand the fact that not everybody can be your friend. You can't pour out to everybody. You can't hang out with everybody. Do you get it? Another thing I've come to realize, growing up, whatever. See, as you are maturing, as you are leveling up as a lady or as a human being, you see, naturally, a lot of people tend to fall out of your line because the process of leveling up is such that it's going to be very rigorous. You're going to be very busy. You're going to come off as extremely confident. People are going to see you such. So anybody who doesn't belong on that journey, naturally, they wouldn't want to come close to you. Do you get it? So for me, in a way, naturally, once you have a purpose you're achieving, a lot of people will find it difficult coming even close to you. You get it. This is how you get to know that, okay, so far as this person has been with me throughout this entire time, I'm not making enough time for them, but I mean, she understands that we are still friends. Do you get that? Tells me that, okay, this person is someone. Exactly.
Right.
Do you get it? Exactly. So for me, sometimes, I mean, as you're adulting, as you're maturing, especially as a business person, you get to a point where you need certain kind of people to even talk to. Not just anybody. Not just anybody understands business. Not just anybody understands what you're going through. You get it? Which, in a way, for me, I mean, it helps you. Sometimes you don't necessarily have to just cut people off or just stop talking. I mean, some of these things happen. And
The ones who follow.
exactly. Exactly. So for me, I think, yes, you need to set boundaries. Yes, even with those ones around you. I mean, know who to talk to when it comes to business. Know who to hang out with. I have a friend. We've been friends since secondary school. We're still friends. We meet anytime you see me hanging out. She's the one I'm with.
Okay.
Do you get it? But we barely talk about certain things. Do you get it? But we are still friends. We're still close friends. Do you get it? So you learn how to know who to talk to. Unless maybe you are lucky enough to have that one person who is all around for you. Yes. If you have that, maybe I should say you are lucky. If you have that, you are lucky. Other than that, learn how to, categorize your friends. Know who is an acquaintance. You just say hi and you pass by. Know who to invite home. Know who to hang out with. Know who to discuss marriage or relationship or whatever with. Do you get it? If you understand yourself and you understand where you are going, and you're able to determine all these things, it's going to be very easy for you. It's going to be very easy for you.
So far, the conversations we've had, who agrees with, especially the deciding who agrees with me? I want to see if I have witnesses in the room. Compartmentalizing your friendship. Hey, we all agree. Wow. I hope I'm in a good compartment.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. But the big issue now we're going to the real deal. Finding love. Right? Oh, I didn't get it. Let me start again. Let's go to the big issue. Finding love. That wasn't the sound I was expecting. But finding love. And you see, if you've paid attention, the women we have seated here, and the ones I introduced earlier, and yourself, they have something going on for themselves. They're doing something. Like they're doing something, and they're not just small things, big things, like bringing your own makeup line, like coaching women to speak confidently, like being a woman of God and running an event company, like running designing people's homes. Big deal. Linda, Miss Linda, let me start with you. You are in the public's eye. You also have a successful business running. You keep doing new things. Love marketing, I say. But wait, first of all, and again, you can decide to talk about it or not. Are you in a relationship now? Yes. What?
Girls, you get it.
like sometimes you're in a relationship, sometimes you're not.
No, but I mean, when it comes to love these days, I think the narrative has changed. I think growing up, we were used to, women were being raised to have their self-actualization when they meet a man, but things have changed now. Women are loving themselves more. We reach our self-actualization when we realize that I am actually the price. And I don't have to get somebody before.
Linda, hold on, they didn't get it. You are the prize. Whether you believe it or not, you are. But only if you accept that you are. So please, get that point and move on. They are not getting it. They'll be fine.
No, but I think we're getting there. For me, so I train a lot of young women to make their own money. That's one thing that I'm very passionate about. So you find me every year training over 500 women, and I hold your hand and I teach you how to make your own money, because I feel like that's where it starts from. Let's not even fake it. In Africa, money is the thing that most women look up to, and then they claim to be dealing with certain form of treatment, and they call it love. I don't want to call it love. But that, yes, because let me tell if we pick about 100 women and we give all of them about 1 million Ghana cedis, 90% of them will divorce.
Ha. Ha. That's one. Who agrees?
Because most of the time, they're looking for security, financial security. And we are not raised to look for our own or to try to get our own money. We are being raised to depend on others, which is changing now. I keep saying that. So nowadays, it's not about we are looking for love and the kind of love that you give us, we'll take it anyhow. No. If you are not loving me the way I want to be loved, if you do not understand love language, now everybody's like, this is my love language.
This is my love language.
If you don't get it, go.
My love language is gifts.
Yes, and surprises.
And money at a service. Of why Asika. Asika.
So when you get to a point where you have your own money, you can provide for yourself. That is where I feel like you can truly find love.
Yeah.
Until then, everything you're doing is conditional.
You know, Hilda Bassi, the very famous Hilda Bassi,
Yes.
said something on her when she was launching her second phase of her cooking training session. This will be 2024. Yes, she said she got into relationships. No, when she started making her own money, she realized that certain relationships were not love. It was only security she was looking for. And this is a girl who has, you know, one would think that where she's gotten to or where she's coming from, she would have been very sorted out. But she even said that she got into quote-unquote nonsense relationships. Those were her words. Nonsense relationships because she didn't have her own money. Now that she has her own money, she's choosing who she will date.
Yes.
So having your own money as a woman is a powerful thing.
There are no conditions to it. You're not conditioned to do things you don't want to do. Because, I mean, you can provide for yourself. But if you're not able to provide for yourself, then you're with this person and you claim to love the person because they're giving you what you don't have. But if you're able to give yourself what you want, now when the person is not loving you right, you say, wait, this is not how I want to be talked to. I don't want you talking to me like this. Can you change it? If you're not able to, I'm sorry, I can't be with you. And you don't have to fight it.
You just have to be this graceful about it.
Yes.
Right? Did you hear her? You don't have to fight it. You just have to be. Now they be shall be to say girl be a friend Mimi. So be kind of right. Finding love. And also there's also the bit I'd want Jem to handle this for me. You're working, you have such a busy schedule, but you have to make time for the man that is making time for you. You have to also be the woman. You have to embrace your femininity, your softness. Yet you have to be confident. Please follow me on this conversation. You see, you're a woman, though, but you're asked to be confident and yet soft. Be industrious, but don't be too bossy in the house. But you're supposed to make all of these balances. Like, you have to know how to do this balance. How? Where do you start from? I also heard a girl say something very sad. And I know we're not taught this at home. So I'd like you to teach me or help us through this. Nobody at home, I don't know who in this room was taught to be hard to get. Who? So that I'll go and give your mother an award, your father or mother an award. Like play hard to get. Like when the guy is coming around, play hard to get. Like, you know, drop the call when you don't have to. Like just play hard to get in that simple term.
I would say growing up, there's one thing that my mom taught me. Okay. If you don't really fancy the person, don't entertain them.
Right.
So maybe
that is hard to. But this one you like, you want to be there, but play hard to get so that he will respect you. Who was taught that? Nobody. Yeah. So whether or not you take it is conditional. Whether, because you see, one of the things that I also noticed that once it's taught at home, it feels like the norm. Like, that's how it's supposed to be. But once you're not taught at home, it's like, oh, they are saying whatever they want to, I'll pick it if I want. Do we get what I'm saying? She said, I wasn't taught hard to get. So I don't know how to not be hard to get around men, whether I like him or not. It was so sad. Like I cried. I'm not even lying. I cried. I'm like, hey, this must be very hard. Because she doesn't know how to say no. That's what I'm getting to. Why you don't know how to say no to things you don't even like. Or situations that don't even favor you. Why is she laughing? You can relate there. You can relate.
Can relate.
Very relatable. Wow. This is where we'll come to the crowd. So we're going to try to wrap up here so we will engage with them. Because I can see that the topic we picked the right topic. Did we pick the right topic? To kick off this season with. Give it up for my producer and my team. I told you that last season I was useless on the show. I'll tell you. There were days I was crying. There were days I was fighting my emotions. Because some of the things were, again, very relatable and they were very, like it was just an eye-opener. That this is the reality of so many women, and so women have been able to overcome it. Some of the things, it was just revealing my weakness. And I was like, how has another woman been able to overcome this, and I'm still struggling with this? So I'm not here to come and be superwoman. No. That's not what we are doing here. We're helping each other grow. And I keep saying that on the show, we're growing, we're learning and growing together. So I'm doing this with you. Back into the studio. But I just saw some of my colleagues in here. Daphne Flashley. Now, this is our entertainment host on MX84. Please give it up for her. She's a lot of juice and energy. Energy. Right. Now let's come back into the studio. Gem on Purpose. How are you able to embrace your softness? But yes, someone said assertive. Being strong is being assertive. And be all of that without having to battle with mental health disorder. Because this thing will drain you, trying to balance. How are we able to do that?
So I'm sure we're talking about in love relationships,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Okay. So one thing that I've come to learn is that submission actually, it comes naturally to a woman when she meets a man that she can submit to.
Ooh.
So one thing I've learned, I'm solving Pasco. I haven't passed the exam yet. You understand?
Yeah.
One thing I've learned is that every woman should pick a man that they can submit to. And in fact, you have the choice. You as a woman, you have the power to choose the man to be with. I watched a movie last night. It's on the Harvesters, in Nigeria church, Harvesters, Pastor Bolaji, his church. It's on a YouTube page. I've forgotten the time, but there's bride in it. And it was talking about, I think, a woman trying to find love. And two things. I'm going to talk about that movie, and I'm going to talk about something else. So, two things. First of all, you should know who you are. We've talked about that. Where you are going. Find your purpose. Then you find a man that can help you on that journey. And the fact is that you should know what you want in a man. We don't want to do that hard work. Sit yourself down, and ask yourself, with who I am and where I'm going, what kind of man do I want? I know me. I need a man that can make decisions. Because I'm a very smart lady, so you have to be able to outsmart me. Not outsmart, but you have to be able to think ahead of me. And then you should be a man that understands your place. You know yourself, you know your strength, so that my assertiveness wouldn't come off as being overpowering yours. Most men actually don't really know themselves. They are just a man, and they are in the man figure and using that masculinity to sort of shield themselves. But deep within, they've not worked on themselves. And so, as a woman, you should know what you want. So in this movie, this lady had the task, because she's been kissing a lot of frogs, and her friends were moving on. Oh.
Fresh Prince
Before she meets her prince. So that was it. So one thing I realized that she did that was so great was that she sat herself down and asked herself, what does she want in a man? She wants a man that she have equal value, faith, and one man that has a great income. Don't shy away from it. It's very key and important. Because I won't go and marry me single, I'm okay and fine. So if I'm marrying, it should be plus 2. Do you get it?
So the man has to have this money.
Yeah.
Who agrees?
Don't be afraid to talk about it.
Wait.
I'm not saying he should have his life all figured out, he should be there or all that. He should have a great career, earning great income, great potential, knowing that whatever journey it will be developed day after day. Because when you start, how you start will definitely not be how you end. But a man with a vision knows where he's going. So even if he's on step 1, he knows that he definitely gets to step 20. Do you understand? So you have to know what you want in a man. Right? You have to know what you want in a man. A man that fears God, a man that had great income, great sense of humor. That's what she wants. A man that will support her at home. Out of service, there are some men you meet up front, they will tell you, I don't eat overnight food. And yeah. Because my mother doesn't give me overnight food. They will tell you. And then don't try to cope with it if you're not okay with it. Don't try to. They will insist on it. They will not change too for you. So if you meet a man and you want a man that you cook stew, kenke, everything and put in the fridge, every day he can come and just get his food and go and he's fine. If that is the life you want to, please stick with that. Right? Don't rush in the name of I want to be married or something, then you just choose anybody and you go and struggle yourself. You say the yes, or somebody says the yes for you. You say the yes. So you should know what you're saying yes to. What is the proposal? The proposal is not, will you marry me? The proposal is that I am a man and I'm made in the image of God and I want to love you like God loves you. I want to continue to support you, your vision God has for you. I should also support my vision. I want to build a family. I want to do this. That is the proposal. It's not, will you marry me? Do you get it? So if you say, will you marry me? Ask him why. Yeah, but then
I see some nods in the room. And they agree.
Yeah. You see, but the point is, sometimes it's not at the point where he's asking that, will you marry me? It's a conversation that has been had. Sometimes you glean the answers from your conversations, unless you're not talking. Some people are afraid to have the hard conversation. Let's be honest. That is why we are getting ourselves where we are. People are now getting married 20 years and they're now realizing after 20 years, you now know that this man is not for you. Hey.
Yeah, sometimes it's not about the number of years, it's about when the person finds themselves. It takes the late bloomers, the people who find their confidence in life very early, and there are some people that it takes a while for them to find their self-confidence. And I mean, it's how, I think it's the upbringing. Yes, it's the unkwa warrior. Like, I don't know how to say it. But then I've been married before. It's not a conversation now.
It's not a conversation, but I'm like, oh my God. I was very good friend, Kavita. He'll tell you that, how was your, he looks at me and he says that, it looks like you've been here before.
Yeah.
How was it the first time you were here?
So when I see like young people, when we're young, we're all about love. Oh, I'm in love. And the love is not about us. It's always about
The other person.
do you get it? So we're always out there pouring into people. Everybody you meet, you're pouring into them. And then you forget about you. It gets to a point that you are sore, you're upset, you're always on the edge. So the next guy that you meet, if he does something, you would deal with the person, you lose your femininity, you lose yourself, then you're always edgy, you're always ready to fight. That's because you kept pouring into people that were not right for you. You kept pouring into people because you have not learned how to love yourself first. So the minute you learn how to love yourself first, if anybody comes in and they are not loving you right, you don't even fight them. Like, I don't think you're right for me, bye. Yes. What are we fighting over?
I deliberately tend to look, because there's a lady in this room who agrees with you totally. Please give it up for my colleague, Afro girl. What did I tell you people? You're here to come and support me. So if I pick on you, allow. I work with this wonderful young lady. She just finished season 1 of her wonderful show, Fashion Wednesday, and it was absolutely amazing. Go and check it out. Give it up for her. She's also an influencer. So if you have brands you want to let her influence for you, I mean, look at her. Black. I've given you brand ambassador. So yes, that's my colleague at MX, wonderful young people. My boss once said, I didn't realize I have such a young team. And at MX, oh my God, MX is a different conversation to have later. But yes, wonderful girls all over the place. Now, we're going to throw this conversation back to you. Are you ready for it? I saw people nodding. I saw people disagreeing. The facial expressions were a lot in the room. I was like, I'm not going to look at you. I'm going to focus here. Because if I look at you people, I'm going to give you a microphone. All that we've had, all the conversations we've had here, if anything, pricked you just a agree, disagree, subtract, addition, anything. Let's do that quickly, then we come back here. Anybody? Yeah, Afi, Nuna. Surprise with Nuna. Please give her the microphone. She was itching to talk. Is the microphone on? Please give it up to her for me. She
Please,
also
can
works
you
at
hear me?
MX24. She is a producer. She sings. She makes trouble and many other things.
Okay, so in relation to the love conversation, society has made it such that as a woman, when you get married, that is when you have reached. That is how our society has been programmed. But then, growing up, I learned a lot of things, and meeting who I'm with right now, he taught me that as a woman, you should have something that you can call your own before you even look for love. And when he says that, he means that if I am with you and then something should happen right now, or we should have a fight, you can grab your kids and say, I'm going to my house. When you need me, follow me there.
Sir?
Yes.
Then
So
man
as
is
a
sure
woman,
that-
you should be, yes. As a woman, you should be able to build yourself, build an empire for yourself. But I don't see this training in our society. And I feel this is something I have learned that other youngsters should be able to learn. I'm not old, but then for me to have this knowledge, so before you come to me, if you're not coming to pour into me, or as I am pouring into you, then
We cannot have a conversation.
exactly. And some people think that because they are getting married to you, they are doing you a favor. Sweetheart, we are complementing each other. We are helping each other grow. You can't come and tell me that you are doing me a favor. I was surviving before you came.
And I'll survive after you.
Exactly. So I think if we all have this mindset, we'll be able to build an empire for ourselves and not allow disrespect. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much. I like the end of that. Any other? Oh, I'll start calling names. Daphne Flashley. Okay.
Hi.
Flashley is her last name. And it's actually a real name, not a DJ name.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Daphne.
Yes, I'd like to talk about men saying we don't allow them to lead. And this conversation it dropped into my mind because of the boundaries, setting the boundaries.
Yes.
Now, people say that, well, as a woman, if you have to, I don't know, if you have to submit when you expect him to lead, that means the submission is not in you. But there is no way I'm willing to submit to someone who doesn't know the difference between his face and his butt. Sorry.
Huh. Hey,
You know?
I didn't
so
think that was funny.
I-
But okay. Okay.
It's true. So my question is, does it mean that submission is supposed to, as they are saying, you know, like someone gave me an example the other time that what does a woman mean by, you know, be masculine and then let me lead, but I would submit to you when you're leading good. Do you get where I'm coming?
Yeah.
So does it mean that as a woman, naturally, you're supposed to be feminine and submit naturally as your behavior or as something instilled in you?
Or submit
Exactly. When he's leading
leading
right.
right.
Yeah.
Who's going to take that from me? Okay.
Let me.
Yes.
So, first of all, it is up to you, the woman, to choose who you want to lead you. So don't get into a relationship and then afterwards find out if he can lead or not. That's a wrong move. Because naturally, I feel like every woman has it in her. There's a spirit of humility that comes with every woman. And it's comes up when you realize that the person you're with is actually in charge. And so it becomes even more easier for you to submit. And submission, it's a very dicey conversation. It's not about lying on the floor and then somebody stepping on you or somebody saying sit down and then you sit, then that means you're submissive. A submissive woman can also have a conversation and say, no, what you're saying is not right. Can we talk about it? You treated me this way. I don't like it. Can you change it? A submissive woman can also do that. I feel like when you embrace your femininity as a woman, there's no man that you cannot control. I'm using the word control because, yes, that's what we
So
women
true.
do. We are actually in charge, but we give our power away. You will not find me arguing with a man and shouting and raising my voice, because it is my softness that will weaken the person. So why will I shout? He's shouting. He has a louder voice. I can't overpower him. So the minute you shout, I'm like, why are you shouting? And immediately
Any man who hears this and continues to shout.
yeah, you're in the wrong room. So as a woman, you have to use your feminine energy to fight, not the opposite. Don't be, if the man is edgy, you're edgy. It's like two bulls fighting. I'm not a bull, honey. I'm a dove.
Miriam, can I say something?
And so I will overpower you with my energy. I don't talk too much. I don't argue too much. It's just femininity. Be soft, be assertive, be confident.
Be graceful.
Yes.
All of this.
Yes. If I don't like how you're treating me, I will not fight with you. I will not argue with you. The next thing I say, I don't like how you're talking to me. Can you do better another time? If you repeat this, we are done.
Miriam, can I say something? Sorry.
Let's recover from the shock. Who also thought that if the person is raising their voice, I need to make sure they know that I am soft, but I can show you shaking. Who also believes that? All of you are going straight to no hell and next. That place is not too hot. Oh my God. Okay, well, and mind you, I recently learned this from my mother, Lady Rosemont. So when you go, you can tell her. I recently just learned this, but I'll be calm until you show me that you're trying to tell me that I don't have the power to.
But you don't need to you don't need to prove to anybody
Right
that you have
there.
power.
Right there.
You own your power. I don't need to prove to you. If you're maltreating me, I don't need to fight you to prove to you that I have the power to stop you. No, I will decide if I'm going to stay in that room with you to continue being maltreated, or I'll take a walk. That's where my power is.
Okay, you wanted to say something. Yeah.
I was just going to add to what she just mentioned about submission, and rightly, as a woman, I always tell this male friends of mine, see, any lady, no matter how strong she is, no matter how confident she is or how strong she comes off, you see, if she meets the man she really wants to submit to, right, the man she really likes or whatever, most of the time, sometimes you'll be sitting somewhere and thinking, is this the lady I used to know earlier? Do you get it? She submits naturally. She submits easily. You know, this lady, I mean, you'll be wondering, I mean, this is a lady we all know, and how is she letting her husband control her like that? They're not controlling her. She's just, I mean, probably, I wouldn't say she's being controlled. You get it? If you choose the right person, the man you can submit to, maybe to you, the man who is probably ahead of you, maybe to you, a man who is more older than you, a man who is accomplished than you, or the man your age. I mean, what is it that you can easily submit to? For me, if you get it right, it's going to come naturally. All these battle about, should I submit, should I do this, should I wait till he's leading? I mean, there are certain men, you see, you meet certain men, and sometimes naturally, you let them lead. Do you get it? Sometimes naturally you meet the certain men and you're like, wow, you just like how they are leading, how they are doing things with you, how they handle issues around you. Exactly. Exactly. They make it easier. They make it easier to make things for you. Do you get? You don't really have to exert so much energy. Well, you don't want to even be heard. You don't have to scream. You don't have to fight with. No.
I don't know why I'm itching to hear from you. Hey, Dane. Because I'm here with, I want everybody to know the kind of brilliant girls we have at MX. And I'm going to take one more question or two if I have two, and then we'll get into it. Which of the conversations, do you like this one? This particular one we're having? Sounds good. Because I'm not going to give you away. Please choose.
Well, you think I have alternative thoughts? So I believe that submission is two ways. Honestly, I think when both people like each other, and it's easy for both of them to submit to each other. So it's not a woman submit, man lead. To me, it's a hand-in-hand thing. We are in it together. It's me and you. for life. And so if we are having these conversations, it's, as you said, I'm calm, I'm talking to you, you're also calm, you're talking to me, you're listening to me. It's not just about you leading with only what you have in mind. It's also you listening to me, taking my thoughts into, taking yes, into consideration. You know what I'm saying. You also suggest certain things. So it's a hand in hand thing. So usually when I hear people talk about submission, I don't like to talk about it too, because I feel like everybody has a different mentality as to how they would like their relationships to work. Some women like it when the man, he takes over everything. Every decision is the man that makes it, and it works for them. So okay, but for me personally, it's the two of us. I submit to you, you submit to me. I don't even know whether we should still call it submission, but yeah, it's.
Wait, for a minute, I want to ask.
I'm going to ask this, I'm sorry. I was going to ask this, that how about what the Bible says, that the woman should submit and the man should lead? How about that?
So, I don't know if I'm explaining it right. Yes, I am submitting, but in everything, I said, I'm doing that. But it's just that because of the relationship we have, because of how you said soft and calm, and I am. That's how I present myself in the relationship. You don't lord yourself over me, because at the end of the day, you are also calm and collected, and we are having the conversation. We are having discussions. You seek my opinion before you make decisions. I seek yours. That's why I said it's a hand go, hand come thing. It's the two of us that we are in it. Yes. So yes, maybe he will lead. I don't know what the leadership means. That's. Oh, sorry. What does the leadership mean? Does it mean that he's making all the decisions?
No.
So what does it mean?
Yeah, so that's what I wanted to ask. What is submission? What's this submission we're talking about? Maybe I'm getting it.
Yes.
What?
So what does it entail then?
Yes.
I think submission, maybe, let me put it in the context of the 21st century. Submission probably here means be feminine. Do you get it?
What does being feminine mean?
In the case of you and your husband, or you and your husband, I mean, even if you are strong at work, even if you are the boss at work, when it comes to marriage, let him, fine, you take decisions together, but let him make the step. Let him protect you. Let him do the manly job. Do you get it? There are situations where sometimes your maybe, let me say, your effort as a woman might not be needed here. Do you get it?
Yeah.
Let the man do what is supposed to be done. Okay. Do your part as well, but
Okay.
don't come off as trying to take over his responsibility.
I want to add this. Something happened here right now, just this afternoon. I'm not going to mention names, but someone just said something to us this afternoon. We wanted her to do something for us, and then we said to her, "Oh, can you let us do this?" She's like, "Oh, let me check this out. I'll be right back." Then she got back to us and told us that, "Oh, my husband is not very comfortable with it. I would have loved to, but because he is this person, I'd rather not do it." Okay, I'm so sorry, but I'm going to support you from here. That for me looks like your stereotypical submission situation that we're praying. What do you make of that? You pass the microphone. Okay.
Yes.
So do you have clarity on what the submission looks like too? You don't. Okay. Oh yeah. I knew you.
Yes, and I wanted to say a little on what submission is. So submission in the Bible only works under the context of marriage. And so if you're in a relationship, you are free to make up your mind about whatever you want to do with whoever you are dating or whatever it is. But once you have decided to get married to this man, you owe that person submission, regardless of how the situation looks like. So submitting to your partner or submitting to your husband will be in the form of giving away your desires, your actions, your thoughts, so that he can lead you in whatever you're doing. So what Mimi said about wanting to do something, I would say it was me. I would build myself out.
Wow.
Yeah, And in hindsight, I see the relevance of it. But initially, even for me as a woman, I was battling with it a little bit because, I mean, I have a lot to say. I want to talk. But submission in marriage looks like you asking, oh, I want to do this. And then the person saying, I don't think you have to. Now, for you, you would think, oh, I have it, I got it, I can do it, da 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 da. Submission in marriage looks like that. Submission is not comfortable. It's not like we're all saying it comes naturally as a woman. I want to believe that it's when we fall back in, believing that a man can do something. But it always doesn't come naturally. Sometimes you have to talk to yourself. Sometimes you have to relinquish that power that you have as a woman and trust the man to lead. So whatever he's saying might not necessarily be right to you, or the decision might not, be comfortable. But once you're married and you're married to him to lead you, you have to be able to submit to whatever he says, believing and trusting that he has your best interest. So in the context of marriage, it's not always comfortable. It's not always easy. But once you've decided that this is the man you're marrying, you have to. The same way he's obliged to love and lead you, if it might not be comfortable. Because what we are talking about, let the man do anything, I'm comfortable. Let the man do anything. Sometimes a man do anything. But it's once you've decided that this is the person you're going with, regardless. Yes, that's why marriage is not an easy decision. Regardless of what it is, you have to deal with it. And it makes it easy for the marriage.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Afro girl. Afro seems to have a partner. You say. Please, who is speaking? Yes, please. Please, we're going to make it really quick because there's another session of the event. We are going to do a paint and sip, and then we're going to be eating. That's important, eating. No?
Okay.
So.
I said I wasn't going to talk.
I figured.
Yes, Mimi, but the thing too is, because if I want to talk, I don't know where to start from. Because I've been married for, April will be 17 years. Oh, so you can imagine.
17 good years. That's right.
We've been in a relationship for 3 years. And then in the third year, we got married. So let's say I've known this man for like 20 years. So you can imagine if I say, because I don't know where to start from, I'm listening to everything, and I was discussing with her, we can pick background. When you were talking about background, most of the things our mothers didn't tell us. Some of the things I said, Mommy, you should have told me. You had a bitter marriage, it didn't work well. So you should have told me quite a lot and teach me a lot. You didn't. I'm from a broken home, and I fell in love. I fell in love because I didn't have one at home. So for me, it was about love. It wasn't about knowing myself. It wasn't about, I fell in love. Butterflies all over, I'm in love. I want to see this guy 24/7. And that's it. I entered into this marriage, and a few times I'm like, hey, girl, where are you? Then I knew, God is so one. Then I knew that, I got it myself into something. But then again, I had made a vow to myself that I wasn't going to take my children through the broken home that I went through. Because I realized it was grace that took me through. My children might have the grace to take it through that broken marriage. So for me, then again, the relationship we are talking about eventually is going to lead to marriage. And then I realized that relationships are different. This is relationship back. This is marriage back. They're two directly opposite things. Most of the time. There's nothing like right or wrong. Know yourself, believe in yourself. The same man you're submitting to, you're loving. There are men who are good. They will pretend for 10 years. I've heard a true story. A man who married a God-fearing one and pretended he used to smoke and drink. He hid it from the woman for 10 years till they got married. So it takes grace. All we are talking about is cool. You can drop that one and go for that one you think you like. You enter into the marriage, you realize it's a different ball game together. So I tell people that marriage is like you're going into the military. I'm going it, I live or I die. I'm going it, whatever it takes, I'm going to stay in there. So like you're saying, let's know ourselves. That's one of the things I learned. I don't want to talk about personal stuff, but know yourself, know who you are, build yourself, build confidence. I remember I got to tell my husband, I said, is here, they were basu power. I said, why you who said tough this and yeah, that's it. That's when you realize you know who you are.
He adjusts to the new you.
We are trying. So at a point, I'm like, hey, ukasa. So I decided, hey, ukasa. We are bema ukasa kradudu. Mbane kasasa. So like God will help you at a point where the things that used to break you cry, you become tough to it. I used to be a soft person, but you have to learn. So I think for some of us, we have to help ourselves, help our young ones, teach them to be tough and be ready for the unseen and the unknown. It's up there. You're going to see it. However you dodge it, however you marry your Romeo or whatever, something is going to come up there. Yeah. It could, like, so many things. You just cannot tell the unforeseen and unknown. This is a man. Yes, truly, he lovely and stuff, but something came up. Something happened. He's changed. How do you deal with that? So I think those are the things we actually, the relationship is sweet. Enjoy it as much as it lasts, but begin to build a tough skin. Know yourself. Know you are. Build yourself to resist certain things. Of course, they do baby because you're outspoken. They're like, oh, they you're too no crowd. Why? Because you're outspoken. Learn to close dead ear to some of the things that you think that because of this reason, no. Submissiveness, it's a bit, I want.
But do you also believe that, and again, I'm asking you this question because I'm supposed to wrap up. My producer is standing there. She has come out from the outside and come to the inside. You know that the situation has become critical. 1 minute, okay? So she was saying something which, again, like I told you, me, I was the basketball girl. You don't know. Me, I'm a stubborn child. I used to, but after, my mom consciously started pouring into me, be a woman. Yeah. Mimi, you're not a man, you're a woman. Yeah. Come and show your softness because it's there. Yeah. I know you've lived in survival mode for so long, it's making you think that you have to fight for everything because you fought for everything in this life. But be soft, be calm. Yeah. You want to shout, but don't shout. Hold yourself back. Now you're in a relationship with somebody who is probably triggering you every single morning. And you seem to have both experiences where you were a baby girl and where you had to become a mother, where you become to be the wife of 17 years and all of this. Do you agree with some of the submissions we've made here, including the one Miss Linda said, that you can communicate without having to look like you are disrespecting? And if it does not serve you, you can remove yourself, especially when it's not a marriage yet.
Yes, yeah.
And then in marriage, when it's harder, you can communicate and try to get them to, in fact, control them. Let me use the word control them without having to be aggressive. Yeah. Do you believe that works?
Yes.
Okay.
But it has a limit. That one has a limit. Sometimes you keep quiet. You are putting this. Sometimes they let water be in your mouth so that, but before you realize the water has gushed out and you started talking without knowing.
My submission was not keep quiet. I didn't mean keep quiet. Okay. I meant in which tone are you communicating? So if somebody's shouting, somebody's making noise, why did you do this, all of that, I'm like, okay, why are you shouting? Yes. Because we are two human beings in the room. Yeah. We're two adults. We are not, excuse me, say bulls. Yeah. They make noise like that. So you're making noise and making noise, we're shouting. What's the point?
Exactly.
What's the point? Okay. But then as a woman, you can control the situation by how you communicate. Yeah.
Yeah.
So communicate
sometimes you can
softly.
walk out. Sometimes you
not
can just...
the door, but just walk away.
Yes, just walk out.
No, when you're ready to talk to me as a woman, as your wife, let's talk.
Exactly. Then because there are times I even remind you, don't forget that I'm your wife. Yes, sometimes like, hey, please hold on. I am your wife. I'm not your house help. Sometimes they just need to be reminded. Yes, if you're in marriage, you see your husband speaking to another lady so nicely. The next time he's talking to you. So sometimes just remind them. And to be honest with you, they know. They calm down. If it doesn't come down at that moment, after a while, you see the sign. He won't come and say this, but you just see the sign that you've calmed down. So sometimes it just needs to be reminded. Like I said, build yourself. Make it up, like get yourself to that position where it will be difficult for a man to lose you. And that's the point we're meeting.
Okay.
You know, thank you.
Thank you so much. She's also a gospel artist. So go and check her music out. Pasha, what's the name of your YouTube page? Namela MFA Forsen. That's me Fifi Forsen's sister-in-law. Yes. And she's a fashion designer too. What she's wearing on one way. So those in the room who want to go and collect fashion for free, please don't go and pay there. Go and collect it for free. Hey, I've not heard from Manu. Shout out to Manu from Thomas. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, please, are we learning? Yes. Are we learning? Afro girl? Wait. You're my superstar, I have to let them know. Hey, yes, please, Tani Bone. So now my producer is happy because I'm about to wrap up. But guess what? Please give it up for Epiglow for me. I'm saying this because when we're about to launch, we're not ready to launch season 4 because my producer and I were still putting the things together and we're saying, hey, this season we want to do a lot of things, but where the money day? You know, who's going to come on board? And Epiglow says, I'm going to take, for now, support the dish to make sure that all your initiatives to support women comes to life. One more time, give it up for Epiglow. I want to briefly touch on what we are doing on the dish. And I think one of the ladies that stood up said something about it, and I was very glad that she did. What we're trying to do is to empower the woman. And not the kind of empowerment that is happening on social media, where we're empowering women to do things that we will not do, that we'll go and do it later. We'll go and cook later. When we say, don't cook for a man, are you a slave? Huh? That's not what we're doing. We're saying that, remember that you are the prize. You're the reason for certain decisions that are being taken away. Like, you are the mother of earth. You are the one giving life. And so when you show up as the price. Show up as God's ultimate woman. I said that. Show up as show up as the woman that God intended you to be, which means that you have to be reminded of your purpose on this earth. You have to know your purpose on this earth. And on the dish, we're having conversations with progressive women who have taken into their hands the power to live and to do this life right. And so if you haven't watched any episode, go on YouTube. It's The Dish on MX on YouTube. Just watch all the episodes. We've had great conversations. One of the things that I am very glad about is that I was trying to find a way to impact my generation. My girls in the universities, my girls in senior high school. I know how difficult it is. And I was looking for ways I could do this, but it's hard. How are you going to come up with a project without funding? But I found a family that believed in that dream and handed me over a show that could help me project that dream out there. And that is The Dish, of course, MX24. So give it up for MX24. We have wonderful women at MX. I've just shown you two. This girl, her power idea, she's quoted in her hand like this. She could have handled this show. I have Daphne, I have Afinuna. Where are the rest of the rookies at the back there? Rookie, let's see you. You've gone to hide at the back there. Yes, wonderful ladies, but they said, you have a dream and we want to support it. Move to this side. Just shift some more. We'll finish right now. So thank you so much, MX, and that's my producer. Give it up for Era for me. I remember she said to me before we started, she was like, on the dish, I'm a more graceful person. I'm a nicer person on the dish. So I'm going to make it happen for you, okay? It's a classy show, so come looking classy. And she's always gingering me up and giving me trouble. But thanks to everybody that came on season 3. I'm going to remember their name and give it to you. But to you all here, this is what we do on the dish. So please make sure to watch season 4. Now, our season sponsor, that's Epiglow, has something for us. It's a surprise. It's many things, but you're going to answer a few questions whether you know your product. So that's Epiglow on the stage. Please give it up for them one more time. And to Novo for hosting us. Like I said, this is a space where you want, this is a space you want to come to if you want to take rest away from all your, the hustle and bustle. If you want to rest, you want to have time with the girls, this is where you want to come to. They're right here in East Legon. Of course, you're already here. If you're on television, if you're watching us on TV, Nouveau is a place in East Legon. It's on the Barleshi Stretch next to MTN office. Just come and relax, because Charlie is a good vibe. Good vibes only, okay? Now we're going for a quick break, and on this break, I'm passing you on to DJ Slim, where I come down and chill with you guys, okay? DJ Slim, take us away, and then we'll be back with the Epiglow giveaway. Please give it up for them one more time. You're welcome back right here on The Dish. Yes, this is the launch of season 4 of The Dish brought to you by Epiglow. My name is Miriam Udua Mensa. Joining me right now, and I hope you enjoyed that conversation because I didn't want it to stop, but guess what? We're going to continue every bit of it. In fact, we're going to they said we should departmentalize it. We're going to departmentalize the conversation. We're going to cut it into pieces. And then you join us on The Dish, and we're going to be having the conversations individually. We put 3 topics together, and we just had them, but we're going to break them down on every episode of the show. And by the time we're done with season 4, you will be a better woman than you ever thought you could ever be. And that's the purpose. Please give it up for us. Okay. Now, I have joining me my sponsors for this season, and that is Epiglow. They're going to be telling us all about the products, about the company that produces the products, and what we can do to, what the product does anyway. Just all the information that you need on Epiglow. Good morning. Morning, and evening, and afternoon. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
How you doing, sir?
Good.
Please, can you introduce yourself to us?
All right, so my name is Richard Opoku. I'm the head of marketing, Shalina Healthcare.
Wonderful.
So, yes, sir.
Okay. Shalina Healthcare are the producers of Epiglow.
So, Shalina Healthcare Ghana. Yes.
Are the producers of Epiglow.
Sure.
Now, you came on board this season at a time where we needed support, right? And I see you have other products. We're going to talk about the other products because I see Mona Lisa as well. But why did you decide to join The Dish this season?
Okay, so joining the Dish show, it's more like investing into something great. The first time I met Ajua, I made her aware that the love I have for my mom, anything women empowerment, I support.
Oh, guys. You're married. I'm giving you a wife right now, but you're married.
You see, anything women empowerment. And listening to the show with your panels, trust me, I was loving the show. And then at a point, the married women they were also trying to let the singles understand that you need to submit yourself in marriage. I love that. And then sponsoring this show, as I said, we are investing into something bigger. Yeah.
Oh, we love that. Please give it up for them one more time. Now, one of the things that people are asking is, what is Epiglow? What does it do? What is the product about? Who is it good for? Tell us all about this.
Okay, so Shalina Healthcare, we are one of the leading pharmaceutical companies in Ghana. And then last year we turned 40 years, and we are present in over 25 to 30 countries worldwide. So we have some popular products like Epidem, Shalatem, Ibucap, Shaltos, and others. And we have Mona Lisa, Gemol antiseptic liquid and soap, Epiglow, and then Aku all-purpose cleaner. With Epiglow, Epiglow is an extension of Epidem. Those that have used Epidem before.
Do you guys remember Epidem?
Yes.
The one for pimples and black and dark spots.
So it's an extension of Epidem. Okay. And we realized that the FDA restrictions on Epidem being sold at open markets, we realized that we are losing some kind of sale market from that aspect. So we need to be more innovative and strategic to introduce the Epiglow. So Epiglow is a medicated cream lotion. So if you have a wrinkled skin, if you have a dark spot, when using Epiglow, it's treated like magic. And you need to use it in 28 days. So one of the few challenges or feedbacks that I have heard from the market is people will be like, when I use Epiglow, I tend to be darker, I tend to do this and a whole lot. But then you see, Epiglow works in stages. Okay. It doesn't give you that magic results that Ghanaians or Africa, most African, we want cream or lotions that if you apply on your skin, within the next second, you become fair. Yes, so with Epiglow will treat your skin. Okay. So if you use a lotion or a cream that has damaged your skin, thinking that you have the most beautiful skin, meanwhile you've bleached. So when you use Epiglow, it will treat that skin,
restore back your naturals.
Take you back to your natural skin. If you are dark, it will take you back to your dark skin and then start treating it. So after the 28 days, you see it's, giving you that glowing skin. So that's one of the challenges that a lot of users, a lot of people do not understand. So Epiglow is not, let's say, a magic cream that will just blow your skin within a day or two.
Okay.
It takes time to work.
Right.
Yeah, sure.
Right. Okay. Finally, I want us to find out how we can get. Someone says that I've used a bleaching cream. My skin is struggling now, so I want to fix it. But how do I get Epiglow to help fix it? Which one is good for me? At what point do you use what? Do you use the cream first or the lotion first, or you can use them individually depending on your preference?
Okay, so the cream is for face, whilst the lotion is for the skin.
Okay.
Yes, so it's for the body. Let me put it that way. So
Okay.
use the cream for your face and then the lotion
For your
apply.
body.
Yes, so
Wonderful. So you have to use them both at the same time.
at the same time. Yes,
Wonderful.
yes.
How do we get the product?
So it's available in all shops. If you go to Okainshi, Medina, Kumasi, just enter in the cosmetic shops and then you find some. But if you want to be a distributor, if you want to sell for us, you can contact us on 053 629 0390.
Please take that number again.
053 629 0390.
Any other information you would like to give to my ladies in the room and all those who watching on television?
Well, what I want to tell them is your skin gives you the perfect identity that you think or you feel that people should see you. It's so embarrassing when you have a multicolored skin. Yes, so you always have to make sure that you pay much attention to your skin and use the perfect product for your skin. So I will always recommend Epiglow for each and every one because it's good for your skin.
Okay. Please, I hope you heard that. So this is for your skin, right? This one is for the whole body. Some of you use your body cream on your face. It's a taboo. Abby? Black cherry. It's wrong. It's wrong. I'm telling you. It's not even funny. And if you don't have a facial cream, actually, this is very affordable. You can actually buy one for yourself. Don't use your body cream for your face. I'm begging you. It's a taboo. Say amen. In fact, this one, Afro girl supports me on it. Don't use. I'll say, the way I'm picking on this girl, one day she'll deal with me. But please, this is for the skin. And what you have there in the small bottle, so there you have it. This one is for your skin. Epiglow for the whole body, without your face. Don't go and use it on your face. I've warned you. And you can get this at every cosmetic shop. If you want to also do business, like this year, I said we're making money. If we say we are growing, we mean we're growing in our pockets too. If you want to sell this product, and so there you have it on your screens. Those little bottles, the small ones, those ones are for your face. Use it for your face, okay? Thank you so much, sir. This is the time where, and don't leave me, I'm going to do something. Because this is the time where I give away. Are you ready for the giveaways? Yes. The truth is that it's the month of love. But it's also a month to learn. So, I'm going to ask questions. I'm not going to give it to you for free. I'm going to ask you 3 questions. I have 3 bags I'm going to give away. And for everybody else who does not win anything, I have something special for you. But this one is a bit more special. So I'm going to ask 3 questions, 3 people. Are we ready? The bags are here. Oh, Ira. Producer of the year. People, give it up for my producer. My guy rough. So these are my bags. I'm going to ask 3 questions. Once you're able to answer, you just come for your bag. We move on. And he has to authenticate the answer. That's why I'm keeping him here. He has to let me know whether the answer is correct. So who are the producers of Epiglow? Who's going to answer that for me? Hey, wow. Please. Okay. Hey, Black Cherry. That hand was raised first. Let me go there. Who has the microphone? Who has the microphone? Yes, please pass the microphone for me. Yeah. I don't want to be heavy. If you have the answer, you raise your hands. Who are the producers of Epiglow?
Shalina Healthcare GH.
Okay, is that the... It's correct?
Yeah, correct.
Oh, give it up for her. So she went to her bag. You see, the questions are easy. Ira, Ira, it looks like you have to come back into the room. Somebody won a bag. The lady sitting beside my classmates and my sister at the top there. Yes. Okay, where's the second question? Second question. Where specifically can I get Epiglow if I want to sell? Where specifically can I get the Epiglow brand? If I want to sell, where do I go to? If I want to sell, where do I go to? Manny, are you answering? You're holding. Where specifically can I get Epiglow products if I want to sell? Not for those who want to use, because we understand that for those who want to use, you can go anywhere. But if I want to sell, where do I go specifically? Who? Oh, there you go. Okay, so you didn't hear that? She heard.
Actually, he gave out a number. I think it's the company's marketing department, I think. So I think that's where you can get it.
You dash it.
The answer is okay.
Yes, okay. Give it.
You are comfortable with it.
I'm comfortable. Just give it.
Who has a better answer? You should reach out to the company, they'll give it to you. So it's correct. So all of you are agree.
So we are correct. You know, I said that he didn't really mention that.
So the person who answered, who had the confidence to pick the microphone is the one who won. So since you all agree, please come for your bag, right?
I actually answered. I didn't like it.
You did what? But I said raise your hand. I'm not running a kindergarten here. I said raise your hand and answer.
No, I had
and
a microphone.
And then when you didn't answer, you passed the microphone on.
No, I said it like.
Man. Please give it to the lady at the top of the table. In this life, speak up when you can, okay? Then the final question, there is a performance. Okay, so first of all, I'm not trying to. You see, I'm not one of those teachers that want to fail you people. I just want you to pass. So. Now, this is difficult. This is very, very difficult. How long has Shalina, the company, been in existence?
40 years last year.
One more bag. Okay, so this one Manny won. She answered. Also because she was holding the microphone. Please, Manny, come for your bag. Manny, come for your bag. Yes. Yes. Oh, madam, come and present your bag. Where is she going? Madam producer, come back. Because Manny, dear, you have to do it special. Please present it to her. She said she wants to present it to her.
Thank you.
On camera. Yes.
Very heavy. Come on.
This is so beautiful. I didn't even see it. But this is very difficult. The reason why I brought this back because some of us, we are very stubborn listeners. We don't listen. So this question is very difficult. Whoever answers it really deserves this bag. How long do you have to use? Hey. How long do you have to use? But I'm not even asking the question. Now this one is manipulating me. On this table. Hey, looks like a giveaway. We have to move on with that. You have to give me more questions to give to them. Oh, you could give me one more bag, I beg you. Alright, so this one, if you don't get my special gift goes to you because I know you know the answer. How long do you have to use a product for it to show signs or it be effective?
28 days and the period of time. It takes time because he mentioned that you cannot have it work instantly. It takes time and then 28 days.
Mommy, the answer is not correct.
He mentioned it himself.
So please answer.
Okay, so you need to use it up to 28 days.
Okay.
or more.
Okay,
Yes.
so it works
Periodically.
after 28 days, right? You have to use it for 28 days before you can see any sign. And then continue to use it after that. And then she's correct. After this one, she's correct. Is it a cover? Please give it up for her. Epiglow, thank you so much.
Thank you.
That's all. Right is standing outside there shouting.
Now the strategy is you have to hold the microphone.
After all we have been through. Thank you so much. Yes, please, you can go. Thank you all so much. This was absolutely fun. Give it up for Epiglow. Now, this and more you're going to be getting on this year's season 4, the season 4 of The Dish. 2025 is going to be absolutely amazing. We're going to move on to the DJ. It's time to eat, people. I'm hungry. Yes, it's time to go and eat. But before we eat, who is ready to eat though? But who is also ready to listen to some music? Yeah, because I think it's time. It's time for us to unwind from all the lessons and all the education that has been, given us from this stage. I'm super humbled to be moderating this one. But we're going to hand over to Senti! The sexy, most beautiful, wonderful, natural body.
Hi, guys.
Senti. Give it up for her. Natural body.
Good afternoon, ladies. How are you all doing? Okay, so my name is Sainty. It's spelled with an S, the number 3, NTI. It's Chi. It means that's why. Saintia, Sainty. Ipatrai. I always have to explain, but well, it's not a common name. Hi. So, ladies, we are in a month of love, so I'm going to do a lot of love songs. If you know any of them, can you sing along with me? I'll be doing 2 covers and 2 originals of mine, and so I hope you love it. Let's go. Yay. Okay. Yay. 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 See, I see the crystal raindrops fall, and the beauty of it all is when the sun comes shining through to make those rainbows in my mind. When I think of you sometime, I want to spend some time with you. Say, just the 2 of us. Sing and say, we can make it if we try. Just the 2 of us. Just the 2 of us. The 2 of us. Feel the little castles in the sky. Just the 2 of us. You and I. We look for love, no time for tears. Wasted water's all that is. It don't make no flowers grow. All good things might come to those who wait. Not for those who wait till late. We gotta go for all we know. Just the 2 of us. Sing and say, we can make it if we try. The 2 of us. Say, just the 2 of us. Just the 2 of us. Building them castles in the sky. The 2 of us. You and I. Okay, so this next song is titled Toxic Love. I'm sorry, it's supposed to be Love, Love. I released that last year. I'm sorry. I have to promote my song, even though it's toxic. But don't be toxic. Say, there's just one thing I will say. A heart just loves whoever it wants to love. And my daughter, odo eyawara, na my dog in presence and usumi more. Eyawara, never thought I'd find someone like you and love it with my hand. G. It be like I forget my head for you, but that not be my destiny. You see, that be mine, and that be why I had to sing the song, because I know I am falling hard for you, and that's be mine, and that be why I had to sing the song, because I know I have fallen hard. I have fallen hard for you. I've fallen hard for. I've fallen in love with you. Come on, you see that toxic love and the way I did love you. It hurts so bad. I'm in the deep, deep sun. You did push me away, and it hurts me bad. I know I'm stuck in love, and I will be going back to you for don't know my behold, because I will be coming back, and that be mine, and I'll be why he had to sing the song. Oh, I know I have fallen hard for you, man, I have fallen hard for you. So this one is Toxic Love. It's on all streaming platforms. And this one, we know this one, is by Kojenchi Akonoba. Come on. So I want you to sing along with me. Let's go. Hey, hey, hey. Say. You see me forever. And crack. Run out and you will swear. To money and to my cry. And not a minute will be for. Sing and say, oh, the hero. One day, meet up, yes, yeah, with you. Who are behind you? Oh, my coming, yes, yeah. So the conversation will be coming anywhere. Not the house to come to me. Bro, and crack. A day, man, I never want me take care of my head. Until a day, man, I never want me take care of my head. Me sick, me never be walk on no. Sing and say, ah. Let's go. Oh. Sing and say, oh. That's right. Okay, all day. Thank you guys. This last song is my very new release. It's titled Pamper Me. I released it on Thursday. I released it for Valentine's Day. So guys, go and stream it for me. It's on all platforms. And I'll also entreat you, use the sound for me. On Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, just type in Pamper Me, Sainty, and use the sound on all your videos and tag me also. I hope you love this one. It's a beautiful song. Okay, let's go. Sing. The king of my heart, you have my body and soul. Life is short to deserve all of my good love for you. Sing this to your man and to your dog. Sing. Brown big cock crow. very simple. Are you ready? So it says, come and pamper me here tonight. Our bodies embedded in love. So I love you more. Is it plenty? Okay, let's go, girls. Say one. One, two, say. Come and pamper me here tonight. Our bodies embedded in love. Baby, come and pamper me here tonight. Our bodies embedded in love. Come in it together. In love. Okay, let's go. Say, baby, come and pamper me here tonight. Our bodies embedded in love. And I will love you more. Let's go, baby. Come and pamper me here tonight. Our bodies embedded in love. And I will love you more. Say, oh, Midoriasi. Oh, wakala no na chimino. You make me smile all day long. And I will never let you go. Let's go, baby. Come and hey, come on, girls. Say, I will love you tonight. And I oh, and I will love you more, baby. Come and pamper me. Our bodies are better in love. And I will love you more, baby. Come and pamper over to tonight. Better love. I will love you more, baby. Thank you so much.
Where is your femininity? Say, if that's it, where's your gracefulness? You want more, say. What kind of zongo life is that? Oh, please, you can be whatever you want to be. Put your hands together for yourselves.
Thank you so much. I love you all.
Santi, did you see the love?
Oh gosh, I'm so overwhelmed. Thank you. You have no idea how it means to me. Thank you.
Thank you so much, baby girl. Thank you. Mwah. I
Thanks
remember
for having me.
my first time experiencing this girl's performance. She was on the show, on the morning show. And we're like, okay, my voice is okay. We can manage. Then we went to Cross It Out concert. I say, God, I wanted to ask her a special question. How does it feel like being God's special child? Having a great body. And let's say that silently, her body is... People are doing things for this body. Hey, sister, how do you walk around knowing that you are God's favorite child? How does it feel like? Let me know. But yes, please, one more time, let's give it up for her. Now, we have come to a part of the event that I love. I wanted to stay down there, but my producer just said I should climb up, so I'm going to climb up. Should I sit here? Should I sit here? Guys, is camera going? I can sit here? Okay, people. Again, we want to thank you for coming. To all my special guests, with you included, all of you are special guests in here. I want to acknowledge the presence of my colleague Abitha. Please give it up for her. I was in my father's office one day. I was going to say my office. I was in my father's office one day when one very powerful prophet of God called me. He was like, Mimi, how are you? I said, I'm fine, sir. He said, you know, I'm not calling about your father. I'm calling about a very young lady. I said, a young lady? He says, she works with you. I said, works with me in my father's office because I'm also my father's worker. So which one are you talking? He said, oh, who's that PA? Those who know me. He said, no, MX25. I said, really? He says, this girl, she can dance, she can sing. Oh, I like her. I said, hey, wait. You like her as what? Let us know, because some of nowadays you just never know. It's like no, not that way. No. My wife and I were watching her, and we thought she has great energy. She has a bright future, and so please, when you meet her, tell her that she's a superstar, and I really like her. I'll give you the name later. After you have given me 5,000 Ghana cedis, I'll give you the name. We need money to progress the ministry. He just shook his head. Easy, we see you, sir. How you doing? These people, they'll make you question yourself whether you are also a woman or you're just a vegetable. The way this guy treats this girl, boy. All of us will find love this year. but thank you. Thank you so much for coming. It's always nice to have an event and have all your colleagues. In fact, every single one of my colleagues is here. Every single person at MX is here. And we love you too. I love you so much, Daphne. Yabitha, I love you so much. Thank you so much for coming. And to every single person here, I really appreciate you. But not only did I want to hang out with my favorite people, because let me tell you this wasn't really open to the public. It wasn't really open to the public. We tried to do that at some point, but I told them specifically that I'm not going to launch season 4 with random people. I am going to launch season 4 with my people, which means people that watch the dish, who understand the show, and the people that love me. People who have shown support for everything I have done in the past and still do. And so every single one here was sent a special invite, and I called on you because this is a milestone. This is a very special move in my life. I told you that I wanted to embark on something, and I needed support. And my family at MX24 said, we believe in you, we believe in what you're going to do, and we're going to hand over this show to you. Because you've seen them. Yabitha, Afro Girl, Daphne, Afinuna, and even my producer. They can host the show, I'm telling you. It's not even a joke. I'm not playing with it. They have doubled as producers, presenters, reporters. Talent in Kwandegu MX24, but my company gave it to me, and so I am humbled, and I just want to say thank you to the family. So this is officially the launch of season 4 of The Dish. We are officially launching season 4, but we cannot launch season 4 of The Dish without having to acknowledge my predecessors. Season 1 was hosted by a wonderful young lady. Season 2 was, I think season 1 was Ohema. Season 2, Oforiwa. I want to say big thanks to them because they paved the way for this show to even have a face, for anybody to even sit in it. And so a big thank you to them. I see them doing their thing out there. And Oforiwa is doing amazing. Ohema is all over the place. Ohema can say, Oko a British Empire. Oh. So if you haven't followed her, Edma Ohema on Instagram, go and check out. Those are the people, such wonderful brands hosted this show. And whom am I? God humbly gave me this show. So I want to say a big thank you to them. The sponsors that have been on this show, I want to talk about Cowbell Coffee, Club Shandy, LPG. All of these brands have been on the show. Give it up for them. Season 3 was absolutely amazing with these sponsors. Now to my guest. I had people like Miss Nancy come on the show. Kukwa on the show. I had wonderful people. What are the names? Rebecca Osem, Victoria, Lebene. See, the names are just a lot. So I just want to say thank you. I remember one time we're producing when one of my colleagues walked in and she was like, this is my favorite show. And I'm going to wait for this show to be produced because we pre-record. She said, it's my favorite show, so I'm going to sit here and watch and make sure the show is recorded before. In fact, I want to see it first. And that's Daphne. This young lady will show up for every episode. So you're my special guest. She's the sponsor. That doesn't give me money. But she's always sitting at the back cheering me on. I love you. I love you. Thank you so much. To my makeup artist who's always working tirelessly. Stephanie, thank you. Thank you. Beaucoup day. Yes. And so on this show, I have about 2 makeup artists. Randy also shows up every time I need him. Thank you so much, guys. To the producers that make it happen. Guys, Era is an uncovered gem. I don't know where to start from or with the actual words to use. But I told her this morning that she has an excellent spirit. Not because she is my producer, but I see what she likes to do with the show. Like she wants it to be as perfect as possible. Like no mistakes. Come on time. When you come late, the way this girl frown to you, show no person will produce to cry. But I love her because of this, because she understands what she's doing. And she understands that excellence attached to that is success. And so I really appreciate it. Please give it up for my producer. If she was a humble girl, she would come and stand there, but she would not come. Also, we want to thank, and then now, so officially, we have launched season 4 of The Dish. Be ready for big conversations, wonderful topics, and very impactful topics, okay? So please stay right there. It's on MX24. We'll be sharing all the details with you. Follow us on all social media platforms, MX24 GH on all social media platforms. Now, this is the big announcement. And this, for me, I probably have said it throughout the entire event, but this is the big announcement. Epiglow says that I want to be the sponsor of this year's season 4. And they came prepared with every single support that we need. So ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together. For Epiglow, I want to say a big thank you to you for coming on board season 4 of The Dish. Like I said, it is always exciting to announce that I'm going to be doing this with you. I mean women. You're not excited. This show is dedicated to all women. Is it a woman that wants to learn to grow? Is it a woman that wants to share her story? Is it a woman that needs support for something or with something? We're doing that on The Dish. So thank you all so much for coming. We're going to move into other interesting things because we're going to sip and paint. You will paint your destiny today. Those who can't paint to save their lives, today God will give you grace. So thank you all so much for coming. So officially, ladies and gentlemen, with a round of applause, let's welcome season 4 of The Dish with Epiglow, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all so much. But before I go, is it a time to call my Shazy? Is it time? Yes. So as we have launched the season 4 like this, let's down it, let's unwind with some music, and then we'll move outside for our sip and paint. And that also means that we're going to be grabbing something to eat and all of that stuff, because now it's time to connect. It's time to know someone. Please say hi to somebody, especially those girls on that side, this side, and this side. The girls, there are some girls you have to connect with, and that side too. I see you, dog. I see you. Sonia is a pharmacist. She is an absolutely amazing one. She said, Mimi, save a seat for me. Mimi, I'm coming. I love you so much. And thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate you. Pearl, thank you. If you want to braid your hair, you want to do some nice stuff to it, that's the girl. That's the girl to connect with. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, please let's put our hands together and welcome on stage, Shazy.
Hello, everybody. Hi. So this first song is called Seeking Him First, and it's all about people of God knowing what they want and seeking God first. That's basically it. So. to the maker. No delays, I owe the bread to the baker. When he lands, they're gonna run to the acres. I'm awake, I gave my sleep to the taker. I have work, I'm on a mission to take off. This just me, I have a reason to reason. Yeah, I left cause they said it's drinking season. And I don't drink, no, I get drunk by the spirit. I don't smoke, I'm only high, but I'm looking in the heavens, making sure I'm stuck there. What the busy seeking, I'll be seeking him first. They're looking for a reason while they're embracing their sins. They're giving them the kisses, but nothing go fi stop me. I've been running from the paper, running from the money. I've been running to the maker. You could say I'm mad, but you know go get it just sake of. We know they're the same level. I'm at the top, I'm safer. You're running out to worldly things. I'm running to Jehovah. I'm mesmerizing yourself with all this pain and luscious sake of. Tell me what you're after, and let me tell you what you were made of. Ooh, and let me tell you what you were made of. Yeah. Seek him first and his kingdom, baby. Oh, seek him first and his kingdom. You were made with power and you glow with so much beauty. Whatever you're after will just fade away in DCs. You will replicate it with his glory. Wonderfully and fearfully made, that is who you be. Girls, don't go and chase all of them boys who go just hurt you. Boys, you better stay away from them ladies, make I tell you. Trust me, coke and weed ain't gonna make you feel any better. You should learn to trust him, you should put him in the center. I'm looking in the heavens, I'm making sure I'm stuck there. What he be seeking, I'll be seeking him first. They're looking for a reason while they're embracing their sins. They're giving them the kisses, but nothing go fi stop me. I've been running from the paper, running from the money. I've been running to the maker. You could say I'm mad, but you know go get it just sake of. We know they're the same level. We're at the top, we're safer. You're running up to worldly things. We're running to Jehovah. I'm mesmerizing yourself with all this pain and luscious sake of. Tell me what you're after, and let me tell you what you were made of. Seek him first in his kingdom, baby. Seek him first in his kingdom, baby. Seek him first in his kingdom. Seek him first in his kingdom, baby. Thank you. Thank you. So this second song is called Black Queen, and it's dedicated to it's dedicated to everyone, every girl, and every lady in here. And I wrote it to remind the women of who we are. And it's basically a song to tell the enemy not to try us. Like, don't come close. Yeah, and it's a message from God to us as black women. So, yeah. Oh. Step away, don't come close to me. Don't kill my vibe, enemy, don't take my glory. I know you're bad influence. Don't dim my light, no, don't take my shine away from me. From me, oh, don't give up, Black Queen. Don't listen to them. Oh, don't listen to them, 'cause they'll take you away. Show them your hair, the glory it carries. No man can take it away. Don't be carried away. Step away, don't come close to me. No, 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 no. Don't kill my vibe, enemy. Don't take my glory. Ooh, I know you're bad influence. Don't dim my light. Show them your hair. The glory is grace. Just stay grounded on what the Father said, and don't be carried away. Thank you.
Drinks are ready. We also have brutal fruit here. So grab a drink. It's just 5% alcohol. If you don't drink alcohol at all, don't bother. 5%. Who makes me a manager? Well, I'm not encouraging alcohol. But you can just grab a drink. And also, obviously, we have our sip and paint outside. Let's go outside and have fun. Those who want to hang around inside and connect with other people again, you are open. It's open to do that. Please, let's go out to do this. Okay, thank you all so much. Let's do this real quick and let's go and have fun because I'm ready for the sip and paste. I'm ready.
Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. So my name is Kukwa, and I'm the one hosting your sip and paint session today. So I can see you are all eating, but as you sit down, do you think you're comfortable enough to start painting, or you want to finish eating? Okay. So when you're done, I'll just take you through what we are doing. So when you're done, we just flow. So we are going to do a sip and paint session based on the theme for today, which is womanhood in this modern Ghana and navigating friendships and relationships. So we have a paint station here. So what we are going to do is you realize that everybody has a canvas on an easel, a disposable plate, and two brushes. So because of how you are seated, once you are done eating, just come with your plate, and then you come and take the paint here with water to wash your brush, and then you go back to your seat. The pencils are for you to draw whatever inspires you. However, we came with inspiration as well. So, hey. So the inspiration, please help me and come with this one. So the inspiration for today is you realize that the colors are black and red. However, if you want to go lighter, you can choose pink. Just be yourself. Just be creative. And I wish you all the best. So we'll be standing here. My name is Chantel, and the one helping me today is Juliet. So we'll be here waiting for you. Have fun. please paint from your heart.